And now the night everyone in the football world has been longing for. Millions will be watching around the world. It is, of course, the biggest final in club football, the UEFA Champions League final. Welcome to the commentary box. Derek Ray here, joined by Lee Dixon. It's Arsenal up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, I'm so excited for the players. We see them coming out there. Excited because of what they've got ahead of them. Are they nervous? Looking at them closely in the eyes. Nerves play a big part in games like this, Derek. I'm nervous for them. Who's going to be the hero?
Certainly, Tottenham Hotspur keep improving as a football club. They do want to win something badly, and I wonder how much they will have learned from their experience last season, losing in such painful circumstances to Juventus in the Champions League.
Yeah, I think when you get to this level, the next level is very difficult to achieve. In the past, they've let themselves down at the vital moment. Getting over that line is hugely important, not only for the team, the supporters, but the club in general.
And so the starting 11 for Arsenal. Petr Cech represents a formidable barrier in goal. Hector Bellerin starts with Nacho Monreal in the fullback positions. And leading the line today is the hard-to-defend against Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur. Hugo Lloris begins this game in goal. Kieran Trippier starts with Ben Davies as fullbacks. Moussa Dembele starts alongside Eric Dyer in central midfield. And in attack, the always dangerous Harry Kane. This is it, the Champions League final. They are underway. Who will be crowned club kings of Europe? And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Dele Alli, and the counter-attack is on, options available. Dele Alli needed to be a better ball than that. Looking for Ramsey, the Welshman. Ramsey's lost the ball. Trippier. Eriksen. On the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? Referees like to manage the game just as much as players do, but today it is an early yellow card, and we'll see what effect that has on the match.
Well, it'll have a big effect, especially on the player, and also the defenders around that player that's been booked earlier in the game, because they now know he's walking a tightrope.
You can see he was feeling the pressure, but gave it a go anyway. Not close, though.
Well, it was definitely worth the chance, just got the technique a little bit off.
Nacho Monreal. And no surprise that we're focusing on Mesut Ozil, the playmaker, Lee. What sort of performance do you expect to see from him?
Well, when he's on his game, he can turn a game on his head. He's got the ability to win a game on his own. Does he fancy it today?
On the ball, Henrik Mkhitaryan. It's with Mustafi. Now Dyer. Davis. Tremendous intuition to win it back. And Aubameyang trying to feed it through. Well, he's opened up the defence here. Arsenal have given it away. A poor cross, all things considered. And that was a heaven-sent opportunity to take the lead so early.
First goal is so important, Derek. Sometimes you're not ready. Well, you really must be ready this early in the game.
And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Almost has what you might call that sixth sense, Dembele. And the defender takes care of business. Well, the more you watch Spurs on the Champions League stage, the more you think, Lee, they have a chance of lifting that coveted trophy.
Yeah, there's a few more pieces of the jigsaw to go in for me, but they are a team to be reckoned with. Every part of their team is emerging as a real talent, and put them all together, you've got a good team.
Let's just clarify the injury situation. Our man on the side of the pitch is Jeff Shreves.
From down here, it looked as though he landed actually on top of his elbow. That's why he's in so much discomfort, and that's why, of course, the bench are so concerned.
Cheers, Jeff. He had the sixth sense to know what to do and win it back. Ericsson. Ramsey. Well, visionary passing. Is it going to be? Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Clattered away. Here's Xhaka. Whatever it takes to keep them out. Christian Eriksen now. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Dele Alli now. Through ball attempted, but completely overhit. Given away by Christian Eriksen. The interception following the Ozil pass. Davis. And here's Dele Alli. Beautifully timed. Arsenal have given it away. Eriksen. And it's Harry Kane. Now this might pay dividends. Now he's got to stay calm. Attacker versus goal! Goal for Arsenal. They open the scoring in the Champions League final.
Well, they've got the noses in front. Can they keep the lead? Well, let's see that again. It's a decent save from the keeper, but it bounces back into play. Where were his defenders? The striker's there, pushes it into the net.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Back underway, Arsenal with the lead. Dele Alli. A really sumptuous ball. He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
Ramsey. Arsenal will have to throw it back in play. Arsenal's free kick here. He's now got to be extra careful. A verbal warning rather than a caution here.
Yeah, the next one, he knows where he's going, in the book.
Goes short. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Vertonghen. And he has just veered into an offside position this time. Spurs have lost the ball. Socrates. Arsenal couldn't keep the ball. Son. And here is Kane. Dele Alli. Sloppy in possession there. Hector Bellerin. Really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
Hector Bellerin. It's with Mustafi. Socrates. The ball, Henrik Mkhitaryan. An incisive pass. Oh, a goal for Arsenal. It's theirs to lose now. And the goal that was scored, well worth another look, Lee. It's going their way, 2-0. Now Dyer. Dele Alli now. Christian Eriksen now. Spurs passing it around nicely, but what can they do from here now? By no means on his own here. There could be trouble here. He's already been cautioned. And the referee's verdict, a second yellow for Monreal. He is off.
Well, he's good going forward, but when he hasn't got the ball, he makes rash decisions for me.
And fired from the flank into the area. Betwixt and between that clearance. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, the counter chance was there, but no more. Well, he's setting the tape, and in with a real chance. Only the keeper to beat. Well, that is a moment he would like to airbrush from history.
Well, he's had an absolute nightmare there. The goal's in front of him, just hit it.
Torreira. Beautifully timed. Nowhere to go, really. He's being closed down. Son. Dembele. Christian Eriksen now. Half-time in the Champions League final. Well, we're not quite at the stage where we're tracking the record margin of victory in a major European final, but not far away, Lee.
Well, we were expecting a lot more, weren't we? A lot more competitive football. We haven't had that. Very, very one-sided. Now the coach, go into that dressing room and earn your money. Get your team.
45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Over the touchline for a throw-in. This is Ozil. And Ramsey. And playing it through the defence. I must say he's let himself down with really flabby finishing there.
Yeah, wasted opportunity from the short distance. You see the manager's frustration on the touchline.
Ramsey. Eric Dyer. Dele Alli. Kane. Here is Eriksen. Can he make this move count? And here's Dele Alli. Dyer. And it's Harry Kane. Not a complicated save for Czech to make. I think most Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's well-timed pass here. Moussa Dembele now. Now Ben Davies. It's with Davinson Sanchez. Effective challenge. Ozil. He's in with a chance. Corner kick given to Arsenal. Spurs to make a personnel switch now. He's driven in the corner. And the cross is very much on. And Son dispossessed here. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Weighted ball from Aubameyang. Ramsey. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. And he's knocked it out of play, so a throw-in is the decision. Mkhitaryan. He's just a thorough reader of the game, and there we saw it. On the ball, Henrik Mkhitaryan. Can they cut up in the defence with a through ball? Off the post and back in play.
Well, Derek is really, really unlucky there. He thought he scored. Will he get another chance?
Eric Dyer. High pressing at its best. Well, great read. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. I must say they're not shying away from the risky defensive approach here, Lee. Only yellow on this occasion, but it could have been another red.
Well, you've got to have composure. Doesn't matter what minute of the game it is, how many men you've got on the pitch. Compose yourself and do your job.
Eriksen's pass, not sufficiently accurate. And the penalty has been given here. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong, told the player exactly what he was thinking.
As coolly as you like, never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, as we see, this is probably the best angle. He's picked his spot, he didn't change his mind, and the keeper's got no chance.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Well, 2-1 it is here. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arsenal finding avenues to attack from. Now, what can they do from here? Chance for Ozil. A case of foiling the opposition by whatever means. Opportunity it is. Wonderful challenge, but the chance is still on. He's feeling the pressure here. Well, let's see what he has in store for them. And a goal kick is the outcome. And a substitution in the offing. Wanyama has it. Now Ben Davis. Dele Alli now. Dele Alli. Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed. Now, counter-attacking Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's well-timed pass here. Oh, surely. And it's gone in for Arsenal. Will they be stopped from this position?
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
A chance to revisit the goal. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Eric Dyer. Christian Eriksen now. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. And a change for Spurs at this juncture. Eriksen had to come up with the ball and did. Flirting with more than a bit of danger following that challenge. He's already been booked. Second bookable offence, 2 yellows equal 1 red.
Well, you've got to use your brain, Derek. You're on a booking. You do not make a challenge like that.
And deep into the penalty area. They're trying to get right into his face. Attempting to play catch-up in this second half. Lee, what ought the priorities to be?
Well, we've seen Tottenham score late goals in the past. They need one now. They won't give up. They'll pile the pressure on. Surely they'll get one more chance.
Trippier. Now Harry Kane. Will there be a tangible end product? Ramsey. Lucas with it. He has plenty of support. It was a fine-looking attack, but now they've given the ball away. Lucas. And it's Harry Kane. And here's Dele Alli. This is Ozil. And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Sometimes the defender... I think everyone knew that was foul play, and the referee left with little choice but to award the free kick. And that will mean a caution.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes, and now both sides will make personnel switches. Into the box it goes. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arsenal have given it away. Eriksen has found an attacking gear, but what's his approach going to be now? Trippier. He has teammates to play it to. Eriksen lost possession. Well, they were possessing the ball well, but now they've lost it. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. Bit of a sloppy pass by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now Dyer. And now passing it through. Marvellous pass from Mesut Ozil. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. And Ramsey. Crucial intercept. And it's Aubameyang. And the ball is in the net.
The crowd have gone crazy, and quite rightly so. What a finish that is. Let's have a look at that again. The keeper thinks he's done enough, but he hasn't. It's just gone past him. He does get a touch on it, though.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Spurs have lost the ball. Holding now. Lucas Torreira now. Plenty of running room in the wide position. Trippier now. 1 minute remaining. Ramsey. An awful lot of green space to run into. Possibility for Aubameyang. And in it goes! The perfect header! Exactly what they were looking for.
Well, just look at this cross, Derek. It's all about the ball in the box. It's a brilliant effort, and it's a great goal to boot.
And the goal that was scored, well worth another look, Lee. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. A magical moment for Arsenal fans everywhere. Lee Dixon, your old club, have just been crowned champions of Europe.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted for every single one of them. They deserve this. The amount of work, the amount of hard work in pre-season, all the training sessions, the travelling, being away from your family, the sacrifice. And it all boils down to this. Celebrate it right now.
Yeah, I rather have the feeling that these celebrations will run long into the night from Arsenal. It is an elite group in terms of Champions League winners. Arsenal's name on the trophy for this year.
Well, they'll celebrate on the podium. It's an amazing feeling to actually walk onto the podium. And then lucky guys get their hands on that magnificent trophy. Just look at it shining in the lights.
Arsenal, the winners of the UEFA Champions League. And I'm sure from your point of view, Lee, that has a very nice ring to it.
Oh, it does indeed, and fully deserved. They've been really, really good this season throughout.
It doesn't get much sweeter than lifting the cup with the big ears, as it's affectionately called. The cup with the big ears, as it's affectionately known.
And this is the moment, Derek, sharing it with the supporters. You get a chance to take it a little bit closer to those stands. Let them enjoy the experience with you. And the families are up there in the stands as well. A brilliant occasion.
It took fire as well as ice on the pitch. Necessary qualities.
Now the chance for a photograph. My mum always told me to get on the front row.
She taught you well, Lee. There we have it. The Champions League victors for 2019.